What's up, guys, and welcome to another podcast. Yeah, wow, I'm on a roll, guys. This is the second one I've done this week. I'm feeling good. It was my birthday yesterday. I'm feeling excited. I'm 20 now, like feeling good, feeling humble, sipping on some what even is this? It's like a thermogenic fucking athletic beverage. Wow, what a week it has been. There's a full moon. I think it's tonight, but I'll probably upload this tomorrow. So today's the 27th, so there's a full moon. It's like a lunar eclipse. Mercury's in retrograde, bitch. It was my B-day, bitch. It's Leo season, honey. But I feel like it's just been a very crazy week. Like, wow. And I was feeling this, and I know that I kind of talked about this in the last podcast, but I was definitely feeling this, and I thought it was just like, maybe I'm kind of like stressed because of my birthday, or like, I don't know, like you kind of get like emotional. Some people can get emotional at that time. But I think it's just kind of a combination of everything. So if you've been feeling weird, especially if you're like a fixed sign, which I'm not even really sure what that means, but I just keep seeing it everywhere. I know it because like Leo is allegedly a fixed sign. You may be, it's like Leo, Aquarius, I think Scorpio, I don't know. But you may be feeling the effects more. So basically, lunar eclipses and like full moons and everything, like it's just a time where you'll, like, a lot of things will come to surface that you need to let go of. So basically it can be a time where you feel very uncomfortable, and basically it's like the time leading, like the couple weeks leading up to the full moon, and then I think like a few weeks after it too, you can kind of feel the effects of just being like uncomfortable and realizing things that maybe aren't serving your highest path, and that you need to let go of. So this is so fucking funny. Like, guys, I believe in astrology so much because I'll be like thinking about something or feeling a certain way, and then I like see on Twitter or I read about it, and it's like literally exactly what I was just going through or thinking. It's like, they're like, yeah, like this planet's doing this fuckery, and maybe that's why, you know, you're feeling that way. And I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't even know. But I have been thinking a lot lately. I think I talked about this in the last podcast. What did I even talk about? I don't know. But I was tweeting about trust issues and how can you, I think I did because I read people's replies, but since then I've done some research. How can you overcome trust issues, especially in relationships? And you know, y'all know me, I share y'all's story, I share with y'all my stories of dating and like, you know, where things have gone wrong and all of that. And it can definitely be, I don't know, it can be scary to pursue someone when you've had a lot of past experiences of not being treated with respect, not being treated how you deserve to be treated, people lying to you, people like not, you know, just not being who they say they are, doing what they say they're gonna do. It can be hard to like want to ever trust anyone again. And also not only just like with me personally, but just with a lot of my friends, and you know, just a lot of people, a lot of things I see on social media. A lot of people have this mindset, like in songs, lyrics and everything, a lot of people have this mindset of like, fuck love, like I'm never gonna do that shit again. Like, I feel like especially every bro I've talked to has like one girl that they dated when they were younger, and they're like, I literally said this in the last podcast, I swear, but they're like, oh my God, like she was really the one that like got away, like, oh, I'm never gonna love anyone again, like I loved her. And it's like, I feel like you're kind of like delusional, but okay, you do you, like whatever, seek therapy if you need it. So I've been doing some light research, and I did take some notes. This girl tweeted this book at me also, so I kind of want to read that. If you guys have any good book recommendations or videos or anything, please tweet them to me because I'm always in the mood for content. Okay, so I was reading some articles about like, I guess like opening up and like learning to trust people again, because when you have this like fear of, I don't know, is it a fear of like rejection, a fear of being hurt, a fear of being abandoned, you're only really holding yourself back because you're pretty much just trying to avoid any deeper emotion or deeper connection you could have with somebody because of this fear, you know. So you're like avoiding it, so you're using avoidance as a way to escape like the fear, when in reality, if you accept all of your emotions and you accept like pain or grief or sadness or anger or whatever emotions come with maybe possibly getting hurt or heartbroken or anything, like it actually is gonna make you stronger, and it's gonna make you realize like, oh, I can overcome this and I can get through this, and I have the ability to get through this, and it won't be as bad. Versus if you just constantly go through your life with your relationships or with anything with this constant attitude of like, I'm just not gonna fuck love, like I don't want to get hurt, I'm just not gonna allow myself to get close to anybody, I'm not gonna like, you know, I'm not gonna be vulnerable ever. At the end of the day, you're really just hurting yourself because you're not allowing yourself to like feel everything and to, I don't know, it's like we're complex, we're multidimensional beings, and like these quote unquote negative emotions are still a part of us, and we have to allow them to like be. And it's so true that whenever you allow your emotions to just be, or you communicate how you feel or whatever, you always feel so much better in the long term. Even though it might be scary in the moment or hard or uncomfortable or painful, it's like, it's worth it. And that's something that I've definitely learned a lot. And I feel like this past year, you know, kind of going on the birthday theme, reflecting how far I've come over a year, I feel like I've definitely gotten a lot better at being direct with people and communicating how I feel, because it can definitely be something hard to do. And it's like, well, if I just pretend it's fine, or like, I don't know, yeah, if I like avoid the situation or whatever, it's like, it'll go away. But bitch, like you're cheating yourself at the end of the day. So that's something that I was seeing in a lot of articles, like accepting emotions, which I was like, bitch, I don't even know why I didn't think of that. But yeah, it makes you stronger. And like, I literally wrote down, I can handle this vibes, which true. And then also another thing that I saw in a few articles was just kind of realizing that people, like nobody's perfect. And just because you love somebody or they love you or you trust somebody, you put your faith in them, it's not like a guarantee. Like you can't, like humans aren't robots. You can't 100% guarantee that someone is never gonna piss you off, never gonna hurt you, anything, even if it's unintentional. Like think of like your best friend or like a family member, you know, that you love so much, but like obviously from time to time they're gonna piss you off, or they're gonna like, you know, they won't come through, or like even like, oh, they're tired this day. Like, I don't know, so many things can happen. And I guess a lot of articles were just saying to realize that and accept that, and realize that you can still trust somebody, and almost like accept the fact that like, I don't know, maybe they won't come through all the time, and that's just like because of life. And obviously it's different if there's like a consistent pattern or someone's like lying, but you know, nobody's perfect. Yeah, so being human. And fuck, I need to go grab my phone. Fuck, I can't believe I left it over here. Literally, this is so funny. Somebody tweeted at me like a portion of the podcast, and it was like, this is the quality content I signed up for. And it's literally like, it's not a whole minute, it's like 30 seconds of me like humming to myself, like on a podcast. Like I recorded that, I included it. So that's great. And that's why I'm like, why do y'all love these podcasts? Like when I don't post a podcast, I get so many tweets that are like, where's the podcast? And I was like, I don't know why you're asking me, like it's kind of trash, but thank you, I appreciate it. I'm confused. Okay, so I took some screenshots. Oh, okay, so this is a part that I kind of missed out on saying. So it's not about finding the perfect, trustworthy person. It's about signing up to work through hurt when it arises. This is from mindbodygreen.com. It was like a really good article. All of a sudden we shift from trying to avoid being hurt, which is impossible, to recognizing that we can move through anything that comes our way. This helps us feel more empowered and a little more trusting and less fearful. When we use past experiences as reasons not to trust again, we are really only hurting ourselves. So trusting yourself, and trust isn't about never feeling another negative emotion again. It's about knowing that you can handle anything that comes your way. So yeah, and then another one, this is from psychcentral.com. Sorry. The key here is not to avoid emotional pain, but to learn to hurt well. So no one's like exempt from pain, so you should learn and aspire to endure it, to process it thoroughly, and to learn the right lessons, not lessons that come from fear and avoidance. This means feeling things fully. It means shedding tears of grief and loss. You can feel vulnerable and afraid and yet press on with faith that there are people in this world who are indeed worthy of your trust. So that just like made me feel a lot better, and I was like, oh, it's like, I don't know. It's like you do have almost control. I don't know, it's like you have control over your life, you know what I mean? So that's just, I don't know, hearing that really resonated with me, and it's like, okay, well, I guess we all kind of have these like issues of like being let down in the past, and it, you know, it can definitely hold you back. So good lessons, good insights. I want to keep looking into this because, again, it's not just something that affects me. I feel like it affects so many people and I hear about it so much. So I think learning about it is empowering. Oh my god, it's really hot in here. Okay. What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, letting go. So that's basically a big thing that I just found myself thinking about recently, and like I don't want this to continue to hold me back, and I don't want to be afraid of, like, I don't know, I just don't want to be afraid of not being able to trust people, friendships, relationships, whatever. So that's something, that's one of my almost like full moon eclipse like let goes. So let me know what yours are. Maybe just reflect, like ask yourself what thought patterns have I become used to that maybe aren't serving me. Where could I be kinder to myself? Like, this isn't about manifesting, and I was seeing also a bunch of tweets that are like, this isn't a time to like charge your crystals or to like set any manifestations, because it's really a time of like letting go. And if you try to manifest, like it's this like weird uncomfortable energy of letting things go. So unless you want to almost manifest more of that, it's like you probably don't, so don't. So yeah, just like let things go. And like, yeah, have any of y'all been feeling like this weird uncomfortableness? Like I'm just like, ew, I don't want to like feel like this. Like I just want to like have lulls, ew. But it's part of the process, bitch. It's all temporary. Every emotion is temporary. Isn't that like crazy to think about? Okay, let's talk about my birthday, because I made a story time about this bitch hitting me in the face, and also just like a lot of other triggering things happened that night that I want to share. So another triggering thing, I tweeted about this, it's just like lulz, like that was like definitely the most dramatic part of the night. So another triggering thing, I'm like dancing with my pals. I left on the story time, I was like, my one friend, because I was like, I don't know if Sonia wants to be exposed, and she literally commented, my one friend. I always say that, like, if something happens and it's like too much to like do a story time, like, I don't know, I'm like, oh my god, I wish I could talk about this, and you could be like, yeah, like my undisclosed friend and I were doing this. But yeah, so basically I'm like on the dance floor, like hanging, you know, whatever, and this random comes up and he's like trying to talk to me, but we're literally right by this one of the speakers. It's so fucking loud, I can't hear him. I'm like, what do you want? And he's like, my friend wants to talk to you. And I was like, tell your friend that if he wants to talk to me, he can come talk to me himself. I was honestly kind of a little crazy that night. Like, I'm usually not like that, okay? And he's like, you can't, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, ew. So then I guess he could, because then he came and found me, and I wasn't like, I don't know, I was kind of like, you know, when it's dark and you're like, you could be hot. Who am I? What the fuck? But basically the point of the story is like, I ended up giving you my number just because I was like, okay, whatever, like, whatever. And I put my name in his phone as like Stella. No, he put my name in his phone as Stella, and I literally took his phone from him and put Stella, lit, incredible, like thick as hell, goals, amazing, Leo, we love, like something like that. And I almost took a photo of it, and I wasn't even like the thing is, I wasn't even like, oh my god, this is so funny, I'm so like drunk doing this, oh my god, lol. Like, it was literally just like, I was like, this is like good, like me, like I would do that right now. Like, it was kind of like a soaps moment, you know what I mean? Anyway, so that was funny. And then what was another funny thing that happened? Oh yeah, another random thing was like, this guy I matched with on Tinder. So like, you guys know I've never hung out with anyone from Tinder, but sometimes if someone's cool and like, it's like, maybe we'll hang out, we'll like, whatever. I've chatted with people on there. So literally this guy that I matched with on Tinder so long ago was like randomly there, and I've never met him in person, like never seen him. Like, this was like a while ago, and like he came up to me and he was like, I think I know you. And I was like, oh my god, but he was like there with another date, so I was like, that's kind of weird. And he was like, oh man. And then he was like, wow, you never opened my last message, like sus. And I was like, so that was triggering for sure. Wow, someone commented on my video like, club culture is so low vibration, don't waste your time there. And it's like, okay bitch, like we know, okay? Like I know what is good for me and I know what is not good for me, okay? And it's like sometimes you gotta merge the two to create a lull, to create a triggering memory. Like I don't think I would be the person I am today if I didn't, I was gonna say make bad decisions. I didn't make any bad decisions that night, but just like if I didn't, you know, you gotta like have some lulls. Like people, I'm not saying this girl was like this either, because she left a really nice comment that was like, she's like, it's so low vibration, like, oh my god, happy birthday queen. Like she was like so nice, but it just kind of made me think like there are a lot of other people out there who I feel like take, I mean everyone has what they like to do also, but like just because you don't like a triggering lull with your pals, like it's fine. Maybe you like other things. I'm not saying that, but people who are like almost judgmental, and this girl was not like coming across like that, but it just kind of reminded me of people who are like that. And it's like, why do you care? I don't, like, what do you gain from getting mad at someone else's choices? That opens up a whole nother conversation too. Like we could get into that. It's like, what do you gain from it? And also I've talked about this before, but I feel like the point of spirituality is to not like live a perfect life. It's not about perfection, sorry. It's about like using these tools and like, you know, remembering to focus on your breath and like staying calm and aware and separating yourself from your thoughts, all these things, like using that in modern day situations in your day-to-day life. And that's what's going to improve your life, not like trying to escape and like avoid things just because you're like, oh my god, it's gonna be like, I almost feel like it's like, oh, it's gonna be hard for me to remain true to myself, so I'm gonna avoid it, you know? So I don't know, bitch, just like do whatever. Like catch me in the club, catch me up at 5 a.m. meditating, you know? Do whatever you want, essentially. I don't know. Wow, I'm so quaked. Yeah, let's go on Tumblr and answer some Qs. Also, please like tweet me or leave a comment on this and let me know what you like me to talk about. Oh fuck. Okay, just had to answer a call, but we're back. And I got a Tumblr question that I'm gonna talk about this briefly. Well, no, I'm gonna talk about this and then we're going to say goodbye. But yeah, leave a comment and let me know what you want to see more in these podcasts. Like, what do you like? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just like, I kind of talk about whatever. Sometimes I write down things I want to talk about, but I feel like it's very like, I don't know. It's like, do I need to make this more professional? Like, let me know what you guys want, because obviously you guys, like, I get so many tweets like, where's the podcast? So let me know what specifically it is you're looking for, and I want to like do it more often. Okay, so basically this person asked, what do you think makes a girl bad? Is it her looks or is it more about her energy? Definitely energy, because like a girl, if I see a girl like out wherever and she's like has like rude or like, I don't know, like there's such a difference between being confident and then being like you can like feel the insecurity and you're like don't want to be around it. Like, you know, like randoms that you're like, ew, like get away from me. Like it seems like they seem like pretentious or I don't know. And also sometimes I'm like, when people are like, oh my god, she was so like stuck up, it's like, are you just feeling insecure? Because that's also a big thing. Like people feel insecure and they're like, ew. But yeah, I think just like be confident, and it does not matter what you look like. Like you could be the baddest bitch and be wearing no makeup and like trash. Not actual trash, but like, I don't know, it's just about your energy and like, are you nice to people? Are you open to people? Are you confident? Like, I feel like confidence is like having standards of like how you place your energy. You know what I mean? Like, don't be clingy, don't be thirsty, but don't be like so extra. Like so extra, like, ew, I'm not talking to you. You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I guess we'll see what happens. I need to start recording more clips on my phone for random ass vlogs on this channel, so stay tuned for that. I'm excited, antics, and I will talk to you guys in the next podcast. Love y'all.